Now, with everything going on, I'm sure that you did not hear that President Trump was in Iowa yesterday doing what? Campaigning. Why was he campaigning? He was campaigning for midterm elections. And at this campaign for midterm elections, he made sure to spend significant time letting Iowan Republican constituents and voters know that they must win the midterm elections, specifically not only the Senate, but also the House. And why, may you ask? It's because he is concerned about being impeached. He's concerned about being impeached, and that's what he said. He said, look, if you do not win the midterm elections, both the House and the Senate, they're going to try to come up with a reason to impeach me. The reason that he gave frivolously is, he didn't turn off on the right exit, or he made a wrong turn at a red light, and then they're going to try to impeach me. But no, we see what he has been doing, especially in Minnesota. Right? So what ends up happening? He tells this group of people, if you do not give the House and the Senate the Republican majority, you're going to miss out on tax cuts. You can't miss something that you never had. You don't have any tax cuts. You're going to miss out on cheaper groceries. You can't miss something that you never had. And if you're in Iowa, the House of Representatives has 4 people that are currently running. He called them by name: Ashley Hinson, Randy Finstra, Marionette Miller Meeks, and Zach Nunn. This is the first stop of many appearances that he will be making to campaign for midterm elections. And I know that we've been seeing a lot of videos that have been saying there's not going to be any midterm elections. He's going to cancel it, and we don't have to worry about that because the American system isn't working anymore, blah, 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 blah. But he said admittedly that he does not like to travel. But yet he's out in Iowa campaigning. And why would he be campaigning for midterms that don't matter? Because we won't be having an election. And this is the part that kills me, because this same thing happened in November of 2024, where we minimized the importance of the election, and people, because they minimized the importance of the election, decided to not participate, or they decided to throw away their vote. What I need you to understand is that the American democracy, the United States of America, this democracy is strong. It is much stronger than a ragtag group of people that are a part of the Trump administration being able to break it, so much so that there will be no midterm elections. It's not real. It's not going to happen. And at the rally, did he mention the killings that happened in Minnesota? No, he didn't. Why didn't he? I told you yesterday. Same situation happened in 2020. May 25th, 2020 was the senseless murder of George Floyd. November 2020, he did not win the presidential election. Here we are in Minneapolis again, senseless murder of Alex. Is he going to win the election if he continues to focus on these senseless murders? No. Especially this one. Why? Because it was a white male that was trying to protect another woman that was senselessly murdered by his own people. So no, he's not going to talk about it. Not at the campaign trail. Why? Because he wants to shift your focus from it. 2, it is very important that you find a way to get a hold of the news. He understands that this generation and in this climate, we are all now streamers. So what we don't listen to anymore is interviews, full interviews that are aired on cable news stations or on traditional media stations. And what I need you to do is start streaming these interviews, start looking at these interviews, because he says other things in those interviews that you may not get whiff of, because he understands that much different than how it was 10 years ago, many people do not have cable and many people are not watching traditional news. But this is what I want to tell you about what he said regarding the murders, because he talked about it in an interview. He did not talk about it on the campaign trail. But what he said was Bavino is very good. He said Bavino is really good, but he's a pretty out there kind of guy sometimes. And in some cases, that's good. But maybe it wasn't good here. Are you understanding what I'm saying to you? This man intentionally chose Bavino knowing that he was out there, knowing that he would do too much, knowing that there was a high probability and possibility that there was going to be brutalization and the propensity to ignore the rule of law. And he chose him anyway. Do you know what that sounds like? Do you know what that sounds like? It sounds like Nixon. And I already talked to you about Nixon, because Nixon kept people that were far out there. The people that surround Trump are people that are willing to go to the extremes. They are far out there. That's why you have the DHS lying. I'm talking about full-faced, stone cold lies. Like, we seen the video and y'all opted to lie. That's what's going on here. It is a complete pivot from what just happened in Minnesota. Why? Because midterm elections are that important that we're going to pivot, we're going to demote, and we're going to throw the NRA under the bus. And if you want more content like this, be able to stay informed, get news, get political commentary, you can find me on other platforms. YouTube, Substack. You can find me on Upscroll. I just went over there yesterday. You can find me on Facebook. You can go to my podcast. All of these things have the same name. It is Life with Tori Simone. And when you need a reprieve for all of the nonsense that's going on, you can catch me on Twitch and I'll be streaming playing video games. Have a good one.